5 seeds still have thoughts of taking home the hardware in their heads. They're going to have to get by the 2-seeded team of Wes Malott and Shannon O'Keefe.
You guys are starting.
Yeah.
There's O'Keefe and Malott. Deandra Asbaty started match 1 on the left lane. Match number 2, she was on the right lane. Match number 3, she goes back to the left lane. Why the changes?
This team's synced up. They know exactly what they're doing. And thus far, their strategy has been flawless, bowling back-to-back 276 games.
She recently won her first PBA regional title, and he is the reigning PBA Player of the Year from Arlington, Texas. Please welcome Shannon O'Keefe. And from bowling Wes Malott.
Okay.
5'5" Shannon O'Keefe, 6'5" Wes Malott. Both of them living in Texas. Shannon, the only competitor on today's show who has not won a title, although she did recently beat the guys, winning a PBA regional title in early February in Houston. Little light doesn't get punished. How about the follow-through on Shannon?
Real deep knee bend, real upright at the foul line, and that big long follow-through. She's the one that's going to have the most nerves on this telecast. This is an environment that she's never been a part of.
Takes care of the spare. This is her first television appearance in the PBA Women's Series. And she gives way to her partner, Wes Malott.
I was watching Wes in warm-ups. Or on the practice pair about an hour ago. He was struggling with timing in his release. Let's see if he got it worked out.
The reigning PBA Player of the Year.
Looks like he got it worked out. Come on. Hey, Wes, I know you're struggling a bit with your swing, your release, and a little bit of timing during practice about an hour ago. Did you get it worked out?
Yeah, we finally got, I think the right ball in the hand that's going to pick up, but yet something that's still weak enough that's going to give me the flip down lane, so that helps loosen the arm swing up a little bit.
Thanks, Wes.
So up now, Brian Voss, his first effort here in match number 3. The winner to take on your number 1 seeded team, Jason Belmonte and Michelle Feldman. And those two have just run amok through this tournament, much like Asbaty and Voss have done today. How many late drops of 7s and 10s have we seen from Voss today?
Well, remember last week we saw some of the players run into carry issues because, in fact, it was a title match with Chris Barnes. He never missed the pocket. He got run over by Walter Ray, and it basically boiled down to a carry issue. Right now, I feel that Deandra Asbaty and Brian Voss have the perfect ball speed to create that great carry.
And they're going turkey hunting right now in the 3rd.
Nice. So, Rob, here's the deal. The softer ball speed makes their bowling balls react to the oil pattern perfectly, gets the bowling balls to enter the pocket at the right angle, keeps the pins nice and low, thus creating some really good pin carry.
Baby to beat needs new shoes. Asbaty and Voss just tearing it up today. Again, back-to-back 276, and they are clean. Perfect through 3 already. O'Keefe in the 3rd. Went 9 spare, and will have a chance to do the same thing here in the 3rd.
Well, Wes Malott didn't want to see that ball reaction. Just 0 tip or tilt down the back part of the lane. That ball went pretty straight.
Shannon began bowling at the age of 16. Was a softball player growing up, and her brother bowled a lot. Wanted to spend some time with their brother Lance, so started hanging out at the bowling center and picked up bowling. She actually played softball at Portland State. Was a center fielder there for a year for the Vikings.
That would be in Oregon.
Yes. Very talented, athletic young lady. She's running a half marathon in Dallas in mid-March. Here's Malat, who will not be running a half marathon in Dallas in mid-March. This team's in trouble early.
Yeah, big time.
Do you think the start that Voss and Asbeady have had throughout this tournament today, meaning today, has gotten into the minds of some of the competitors?
You know, that's a great question. I don't think so. I mean, I think the other teams know what they have to do. And remember, this is a doubles competition. Last match, you saw how well Rhino Page bowled. Shannon Pluhowski had 2 frames where she didn't get it done, and then when they had a chance to put pressure on, Shannon leaves a ring in 7. I mean, that's the way doubles works. Wes Malott is struggling with timing and release. You saw that shot there. He just flamed it and went right through the end of the pattern. And Shannon can't hit the pocket. That's the difference. Brian Voss and Deandra Asbeady have matched up perfectly. They're in stroke. The nerves are gone, and they're going for a 4-bagger.
Hambone.
Great look there. Notice Brian Voss is much deeper on the left lane. The left lanes have hooked more all week long here. That was right around the 17th board. And just perfect.
Voss is playing like somebody gave him a ransom note today with one of his kids. I mean, this guy is so focused, so dialed in, so passionate. He's got this look like the world is hanging on him. Watches his partner, Asbeady. Drop and give me 10. Drops the nickel. Oh, the smile, the release, the comfort says it all. I mean, look at Voss on the chair and Deandra. I mean, the juxtaposition of their facial expressions.
And you see that beautiful ball reaction there, slightly left of target, but notice how the ball just rolled out right before it got to the 1-3. That's when you know you're matched up. Ball change. She's going to something a little more aggressive to try to get her ball to hook up to the pocket for Shannon O'Keefe.
Jeez.
Wide right.
Nice lane. Nice.
Well, you know, and it's one thing when you make your first telecast and things don't go very well.
That's great.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great, but when you do it and you have a partner, yeah, you feel crummy. It's the best I can come up with.
And an open frame. And it's tougher for her because she knows how important this tournament is for Wes Malott if he wants to get back into the Player of the Year hunt to try and claim that title again for 2 consecutive seasons. And there's still a lot of weeks left on the tour, but it's getting to that point where things start tightening up a little bit. And Wes strike in the 2nd, spare in the 4th. Here he is in the 6th, off an open frame.
Well, and here's the difference with this team versus Voss and Asbeady. It's all ball speed. Looks like a pretty good shot off his hand. He likes it. And the ball just doesn't have enough time to react down the lane because of the velocity.
That was an angry spare conversion from Malott. So the King sits down with his partner O'Keefe, but it's Team Brian Voss